policy, the government established the Malaysian Biotech Corporation, Biotech Corp, in 2005 as an agency under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Biotech establishment underlines the government's dedication in moving Malaysia's biotech sector forward, with Biotech Corp acting as a dedicated central tasked with implementing the NDP and spearheading the development of the biotech industry. Ladies and gentlemen, in creating a conducive biotech ecosystem, the NDP's policy approach also links various relevant agencies and stakeholders, with Biotech Corp acting as the focal point. Emphasis is also given on building integrated value chains within each phase of implementation. During phase 2 of the MVP, the Malaysian biotech industry has captured over US dollar 2.7 billion in realized investment, over 9.2 billion in revenues, and created more than 72,000 jobs. Here I must say some personal experience, Your Excellency. When I talked to my Prime Minister, I'm sure you would share his views. Whatever science and technology can do to a politician, he said, give me two things. One, can S&T create jobs and jobs for the people. Secondly, can you increase wealth, income, in particular the poor people? So this is very important, in fact, for science technocrat. Listen to the calls of the politician. So in 2006, there was the introduction of the so-called BioNexus status, which then plays a significant role in contributing to the MVP achievement. The BioNexus is a qualifying status given to companies undertaking value-added biotechnology or life sciences. These companies receive continuous support and assistance from the government, including the provision of a fiscal and non-fiscal incentives, grants, loans, providing a conducive environment and other facilitation to assist their growth and further develop the biotech industry. Ladies and gentlemen, as the biotech industry grew, new global trends emerged, fueled by increased interest on issues such as reducing the carbon footprint, an issue mentioned by the Honorable Prime Minister, and the outcome of the climate change Paris conference last year. We need to take heed of that to ensure sustainable development, adopting a green lifestyle and technological innovation and the increased well-being and quality of life. Adapting to these trends necessitates emphasis on bio-based technologies to meet the growing demand for safe, sustainable products from renewable bio-based materials. In adapting to the dynamic nature of global trends, the Malaysian government saw the need to re-evaluate the country's national biotech policy strategy to sustain growth beyond 2020. As such, the government expanded Biotech Corp's scope from just the biotech sector to include the entire bio-based industry through the introduction of the so-called bioeconomy initiative in 2012, which served as an enhancement to the existing national biotech policy. The bioeconomy initiative not only serves to address the economic perspective resulting from the changing global trends, but also the social and environmental perspective. This is aimed at developing a bio-based economy that is able to generate significant economic impact while being sustainable and socially inclusive. In doing so, Malaysia became the first country in ASEAN and the second in Asia after China to have implemented a bioeconomy initiative. The Bioeconomy Malaysia initiative saw the introduction of new programs such as the Bioeconomy Transformation Program and, very importantly, the Bioeconomy Community Development Program, BCDP, because we are talking about biotech not only as a major industry, but also as a mechanism to alleviate poverty. So the BTP has gained traction since its launch in 2012 with almost 60 trigger projects aimed at generating a total gross national income of over US 1.4 billion and providing more than 26,000 job opportunities and secure community investment of over US 4.4 billion in 2020 as expected. Ladies and gentlemen, through the Malaysian bioeconomy framework, the government seeks to achieve several key desired outcomes, namely the successful commercialization of research and development, the realization of investment, the enhancement of industry critical mass, i.e. increasing the number of bio-based industry players. Further on, addressing the lower income group of the population and the creation of employment and entrepreneurial opportunities. This outcome can only be achieved through the concerted efforts of all relevant stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, in reflecting the expansion of scope from biotech to the bio-based industry, Biotech Corp was officially rebranded to be the Malaysian Bioeconomy Corporation in earlier this year, highlighting our role as a leading economic development agency for the bio-based industry in Malaysia. The achievement attained by the Bioeconomy Corporation thus far has contributed to the growth and maturity of the bio-based sector, reflecting the government's serious commitment in progressing the industry as part of its SDI plans for wealth creation and national well-being. So those are some of the recent experiences of Malaysia in trying to leverage on biotechnology as a platform for national development. To conclude, I'd like to congratulate Sri Lanka today for launching the National Biotech Industry Association, and once again reiterating my admiration for the leading role of the Prime Minister. With that, thank you very much.
Chairman, the Malaysian experience in the advancement of science, technology, and biotechnology. We say a huge thank you to Professor Tan Sri Zakri Abdul Hamid, the Science Advisor to the Prime Minister of Malaysia and the Chairman of Bioeconomy Corporation Malaysia. Now, Professor Zakri mentioned in his speech about the conducive biotechnology ecosystem that prevails in Malaysia, and in fact, Sri Lanka is going to keep a giant step in this effort, and in fact, heading towards a new era in biotechnology to propel the economy of Sri Lanka. And this morning, we're going to see the biotech industry stepping forward by inaugurating the National Biotechnology Industry Association, or NBM, which is going to be affiliated to the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce. And in fact, this is in fact the first time that a high-tech industry sector has been established in the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce. So we are now going to see the official launch of the National Biotechnology Industry Association, NBM. And to do the honors, we would like to very warmly invite our chief guest, the Prime Minister of the Democratic Social Republic of Sri Lanka, the Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, and we would like to warmly invite the Honorable Susil Premujana, the Minister of Science, Technology and Research, and also the State's Minister of Science, Technology and Research, Honorable Lakshman Senagaraka, to accompany our chief guest to the launching area, which is the digital pad. And also, we would like to invite to join in this occasion the first president of India, who's going to be Mr. Rizvi Sahi as well. So your focus should be the digital pad that you see in front of you, and with the click of a button, we will see the official inauguration of the National Biotechnology Industry Association, NBI, propelling Sri Lanka to the next level using biotechnology, inaugurated by our chief guest, the Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, the Prime Minister of the Government of Sri Lanka. Come on, put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, and there you go. The official launch of the National Biotechnology Industry Association is affiliated to the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce. So with a click of a button, ladies and gentlemen, you will get to know all details of NVIDIA, which is now up and running. Thank you, Honorable Prime Minister. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you very much. And with that special moment, we have now come to the keynote speech. Now, in any process, there has to be an initiation. And if not for the initiating seed that was sown many years ago, well, this event wouldn't have been a reality, and we would have been here this morning talking about science, technology, and innovation. We're now going to invite the pioneer, or the champion of this great exercise, and in fact, the founder and chairman of the Science and Technology in Society Forum, Japan, and the former Minister of Finance and Science and Technology of the Government of Japan, our keynote speaker. We please welcome to the podium our keynote speaker, the Honorable Koji Omi.
Minister, Mr. Wickremesinghe, ladies and gentlemen, as founder and chairman of Science and Technology Society Forum in Japan, known as STS Forum, I am honored to speak at this symposium today. The rapid progress of science and technology has brought economic growth and enriched our quality of life on the one hand. But on the other hand, several problems have arisen as a result of the development of science and technology, such as global warming and privacy in ICT. The SCS Forum deals with the rights and the shadows of science and technology. We must strengthen the rights and control the shadows. For that purpose, it is necessary not only for professional scientists, but also for policymakers, business leaders, and governmental officials from all over the world to gather and discuss how to deal with science and technology issues from the long-term viewpoint of the future of humanity. Japanese Prime Minister Abe is the honorary chairman of the STS Forum, and will attend the annual meeting this year. At the SS Forum, our discussions consider science and technology and the future of humanity, thinking of what the future should be like, not just in 20 or 30 years from now, but over 100 or 100 years in the future. Last October, we had the honor of welcoming your Prime Minister, the Honorable Mr. Ukramashinha, at the SS Forum, and the Prime Minister, who spoke at the opening plenary session, later met with Prime Minister Abe in Tokyo for talks to strengthen bilateral cooperation in the area of science and technology. Today's symposium is an outcome of that top-level agreement. Sri Lanka is an important partner for Japan in Asia, both strategically and economically. I clearly remember the words expressed at the 1951 San Francisco Peace Conference by J.R. Jayawardena, who headed your country's delegation as finance minister to this conference and later became prime minister. He said, hatred ceases not by hatred, but by love. The words he extended to Japan, which was in the depths of the despair, strongly encouraged Japanese people. And 70 years later, we have not forgotten those hurtful words. Today's symposium is intended to further strengthen bilateral relations between Japan and Sri Lanka. I myself will do my best to build strong cooperative relationships in science and technology. The goal of this symposium is to foster excellence in science and technology for the future prosperity of Sri Lanka. Japan will also offer solid support for Sri Lanka's socio-economic development. In addition to providing expertise and experience in the field like cutting-edge technology operation, I'm convinced that concrete projects can be promoted in several areas of science and technology cooperation. For example, transfer of high-quality agricultural technology, development of a renewable energy system for urban transportation, and effective energy production by recycling industrial waste. And as part of the telecommunication infrastructure, Japan will support the early introduction in Sri Lanka of land-based digital TV broadcasting system. But in particular, I would like to address the vital importance of nurturing younger people in science and technology and strengthening exchanges between younger scientists in Japan and Sri Lanka. I believe that Japan can steadily make an important contribution in this area. Among others, this year, Japan began promoting youth exchanges between our two countries with the Sakura Science Plan, organized by the Japanese Science Technology Agency. This project will be expanded in the coming years. Such bilateral exchanges will surely lead to prosperity in Sri Lanka over the long run. Creating a new network between us to strengthen and accelerate cooperation in the area of science, technology, and innovation will stimulate economic development in Sri Lanka. We are honored by the presence today of many government, science, and business leaders from Sri Lanka, and I hope that this will be a good opportunity for participants to exchange views on the issue they face. I hope that today's symposium will be held regularly in the future and that it will play a central role in further strengthening cooperation between Japan and Sri Lanka in the area of science and technology. I'm sure we can have a deeper win-win relations over the long run. I also believe that having more leading figures from Sri Lanka in Kyoto for the SDS Forum will contribute to dynamic discussion of important issues and provide inspiring ideas for the prosperity of Sri Lanka. Now, in its second decade, the SDS Forum has grown from a mere conference into a movement for global leaders to address science and technology related issues for the future of the humankind in the world. The next meeting of SDS Forum will be held in Kyoto, October this year. I look forward to seeing many of you here. Thank you.
We're truly grateful for your pioneering efforts, sir. We say a huge thank you to the Honorable Koji Omi, the former Minister of Finance and Science and Technology of the Government of Japan, and the founder and chairman of Science and Technology in Society for Japan. Domo arigato. We're now going to have ourselves enlightened about the status of the state of innovation. And this will be done by the Manager Marketing of Thomson Reuters as we invite very warmly Mr. Bob Stembridge.
Honourable Prime Minister, Honourable State Minister of Science, Technology and Research, fellow distinguished speakers, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very honoured and grateful for the opportunity to participate in this landmark event for Sri Lanka, the first Science and Technology Forum, to share with you some of the key findings of the 2016 State of Innovation Report to help provide a global context for this forum. For the last 7 years, Thomson Reuters has been tracking the state of innovation across 12 bellwether technologies to provide a benchmark for worldwide levels of innovative activity amongst multinational corporations, universities, government agencies, and research institutes. We do this by analysing the growth in patenting activity and scientific literature. And so what I'd like to do this morning is to review with you some of the key findings from the report and to take a look at the 12 main technology sectors and 69 technology subsectors, and then talk briefly about some of the key trends for Sri Lanka, and then provide some. So we take a look at the change in volume of inventions around the world from 2014 to 2015, and we take a look at the volume and impact of scientific journals assessed using Web of Science. And so some of the key findings for the report are that there's been double-digit growth in innovation globally from 2002 to